When you separate the wheat from the in this case, it's really not too difficult. You borrowed her car because you were all out for an evening, and you were supposed to be the designated driver because you weren't drinking. Everybody else was drinking. She had a new car, and according to your complaint, the car was totaled. You were driving. They weren't in the car. And it was totaled because you...
Because she gave me her car.
No. It was totaled because you hit a pole, according to you.
Yes.
Yeah, you hit a pole.
Yes.
And the car, which had $14,000 left on the loan, was totaled. And you had, Miss Key, canceled your...
I didn't, like, cancel my insurance. What happened was, like, I had to pay my rent, and I got a son, and I couldn't afford it, so I had to either pay...
You couldn't afford the car. If you have rent and you have a child, you don't buy a car for $14,000. You buy a car for $3,000. Make do. But you don't buy a car for $14,000 and then let the insurance lapse. Because you have other bills.
I wanted to get a reliable car for my son. My mom co-signed for me. I had a job.
Your mom co-signed for you?
Yes, my mother co-signed for me.
So you not only placed yourself at risk, but your mother?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, your defense to this action, because she's seeking $5,000, and I assume you have proof of all of this from the bank?
Yes.
Let me see. I'm waiting to hear what your defense is. You took her car and wrapped it around a pole.
No.
And it's not your fault.
Because I didn't take her car. She gave me permission to take her car.
Yes, of course she did.
Okay.
Listen, she gave you permission to drive her car.
Yes, she didn't give me...
Listen to me. When someone gives you permission to drive their car, means you can get behind the wheel, you can start it, you can move from one location to another, you can go home with it. But with that permission does not come wrapping it around a pole.
Exactly.
You understand that?
Okay, but things
It would
happen.
be the same thing if you took the car, and instead of wrapping it around a pole, you were smoking a cigarette, and you dropped the cigarette on the car seat, and the car caught fire and burned up, and was destroyed. Whose fault would that be? Her fault because she let you borrow the car? No, I'm asking you, under your logic, it would be her fault because she let you borrow the car. And she probably knew that you smoked.
Yep.
It's like shooting fish in a barrel.
No.